So we certainly want to make sure that we start off with a good plan, right? The planning is, you have to take time. You have to put the time and effort into making sure you have a good plan as to how you're going to go about accomplishing whatever your mission is, whatever your vision is, what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? How are you going to go about doing that? So you need to make sure that you have a proper plan in place, and then you can start to build upon that. You can start to move forward once you have that in place.
The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Okay, let me say that again because it's important. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. All right, who do you want to be? I'm going to tell you this, ONPASSIVE is going to give us all that option to be who we really want to be.
I have changed my thoughts about where I want to go later down the road. And I think because the family that we have built, it's very important that we look out for each other. There's people that are really good at something. I'll give you an example. And this is one I brought up the other day. I was making a banner for Heroes. I got done with it. I looked at it and went, that's ugly. It's okay, but I don't like it. So I said, oh, I go see Tim Johnson. Now, Tim's not the only one. There's a lot of people that do really, really good ones. Tim's the one I knew offhand. Nobody's better. I went to him, didn't give him a heads up, didn't do nothing. Tim, can you make me a banner? Of course, I do everything late. You guys know that. I don't need anybody to say, yeah, I know you suck. I get it, okay? But he did the banner. Probably an hour later, it was done. And it was perfect. I mean, amazing. He has a skill. He can do something that well. That's why I say some people are better speakers, some people do better content, some people write better. Like I would do oh, she has to go get Shorty. So like when I used to do autoresponders, I would write it, but it was never as good as me talking. So I teamed up with Dan Street, and Dan could write beautifully. And it made all the difference in the world. Team up with people, trust one another. Everybody's different. Everybody could have their own lane. I know many times when I talk to people, yeah, but I can't do that. Never start a sentence with I can't. Start a sentence with I can, because you can do something very good that maybe you don't know yet. But step outside the box. I brought this up over the weekend.
And when they feel that, Julie, they become a lifelong customer because, again, the experience. No one wants to have a bad experience, right? But unfortunately, in life, you do have good and bad experiences, right? How do you react to them, right? But from a company standpoint, what you're trying to do is to ensure that the end user, the customer, it's all about the customer, right? It's not even so much about your staff. It's more about your customers, right? The customers are the ones that will keep you in business. Right? If you have no customers, you're just not going to be in business, right? So you have to have customers. So a majority of your attention has to be focused on them, right? I want to make sure that everything is done in such a way that they will appreciate what it is that you've done for them. They will appreciate, all the hard work and time that has gone into prepare yourself for the marketplace. And that's what ONPASSIVE has been doing, right? It's getting everything done in such a way that customers will stay.
What I really appreciate about what ONPASSIVE does is that they do have the products that they create from scratch. They have the products that basically simple, easy to use, and also as the inventor, I would say about these business, ONPASSIVE has the full control of it, how they can make adjustment, how they going to make some changes as well. And as the business growing, we tend to takes time and evaluate the business, evaluates the direction where we're going, and making adjustment if needed. Right, Michael?
But you have to be prepared for change,
Yeah.
Julie, right? You have to. Sometimes, it's external. Sometimes the market is changing. Maybe it's from a demographic standpoint. Maybe you have an aging population. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be prepared for change, and you have to be able to then adapt to that change. So your market can dictate, your course of action, right? So that's important as well. Sometimes it's internal, right? Sometimes you have to make changes inside, right? Inside the company, whether it's staffing, whether it's a business plan, whether it's your marketing strategies, right? You have to be able to make changes, Julie. So you have to be flexible, right? And I think a lot of people don't understand that in business, the flexibility that comes in building a real business. You have to, again,